Alright, so on 3 where I have x to the negative 3/2 power equal to 1 over 729. Okay, you can do this a couple different ways. Okay, you can leave everything as you can take everything to its reciprocal. Now remember, we want to have the variable of x, I need it to be to the first power. Okay, so that means whatever I multiply it by, it's going to have to be the same sign so I can flip to a positive. Okay, so if I have 3/2, like we multiplied yesterday by the reciprocal, so the reciprocal of negative 3/2 is going to be a negative 2/3. Okay, so again, it's completely up to you as far as how you do it or what you do. As far as if you want to turn this into a radical or if you want to keep it as a rational exponent. If you leave it as a rational exponent, so if I take everything over here to the negative 2/3 power, and I do the same thing here. Okay? So what that's going to do, the two negatives change to a positive, which I want. The 2's cancel and the 3's cancel. So on the left side, I'm just left with x equal. The right side is where a lot of things are going to happen. Now, as far as what you want to do and how you want to do it is completely up to you. So if I have 1 over 729, what is that negative going to do in the exponent spot? What is it going to do to my fraction? Okay, I would first, if I have anything that's a negative exponent, I would first get rid of the negative. So what's that negative going to do to the 1 over 7, to this part right here? What does the negative do to anything? It flips it, right? So basically what I'm dealing with is 729 to the 2/3 power. Now you can type this straight in. You can go 729 and hit the caret button and see if you get, and hit the caret button and go 2/3. You may or may not get just a regular answer. Okay, I think this one's going to work out to be nice and neat, if I remember right. Because the cube root of 729 is 9, so you should get 81, I believe. Yeah? Okay. So if you just type it straight in like this, okay, you're going to get 81. Now, if you're not sure about that, okay, what you could do, or what I would suggest if you're going to do this, is to do the cube root of 729 and then square it. So the list that you've made, you go down the cube list, you see 729, the cube root of 729 is 9, and then whenever I square that, so I come out of my table, essentially, and then I'm going right back in, and 9 squared is the 81 that I got back here. Okay. If you typed it straight into your calculator and you did 729 and then to the 2/3 power, okay, there's a chance that you could have gotten this wrong. Most likely if you did, if you got some random decimal, it's probably because of you didn't put parentheses around your 2/3. Okay, so if you got something and it was either like 0.3 repeating or 0.6 repeating, it's probably because you didn't put parentheses around the 2/3. The way you typed it in was 729 to the second power and then dividing by 3. Okay, so make sure if you're going to use rational exponents and you're going to use exponents that are fractions, make sure that you put a parenthesis around it, especially if you don't have like a TI-84 that's going to automatically put it up there for you. Okay, the 84 is nice, especially the newer ones, because it will literally put it up there, like have its own spot for you. But some of the older 84s and the 83s will not.